Here's part of the hammer.
What was that?
Howdy, howdy. You know what we're about to do. We're about to get rowdy. We're out here with Little Charlie, Big Charlie, and the rest of the East Coast crew to go ahead and hit some more Arizona trails.
This is what you like to call a dust face.
She does have a lot of dust on her nose.
What are these cool kids doing?
That's about the coolest thing I've ever seen is a couple of kids freaking rock crawling like some, yeah. Anyway, this is day 2 out here wheeling with Little Charlie and Big Charlie. They're out from the East Coast. We're showing them a little Arizona stuff. Little Charlie's killing it. His buggy's doing great. He's been doing a great job driving. Super proud of the kid. Jess just went to go take a pee and look what she found.
Pepsi can looks kind of older.
It does.
As we work our way through the beautiful Arizona mountains covered in saguaros, taking in all the views, we stop a couple more times to pick up some trash to make sure we keep this place looking better than when we came.
Naughty, naughty.
She's got attacked by a cat claw bush. All our bushes have really pokey stuff and try to hurt you. It's just the Arizona way. It's not friendly.
Here we are at the beginning of the trail, and there's no better way to start it than having 2 buggies racing each other through the Gatekeeper to see who gets to lead the trail.
Yeah, you can go front or I'll drive over you.
Little Charlie is starting through the Gatekeeper. He has no idea this will be the hardest trail of their Arizona trip and maybe the hardest trail they've ever been on. After spending time on the other trails, it is very apparent this kid really has what it takes to be a great rock crawler. He's very calm, collective, methodical, and truly knows what his buggy's capabilities are. But one of Little Charlie's greatest off-road assets is Big Charlie, his dad, and the rest of the great group of off-roaders he wheels with. It was truly rad seeing how supportive they all were, and really that's what off-roading is all about. Doing what you're passionate about with a good group of people, encouraging and taking on challenges together.
Dang it.
Passenger side going up. Perfect. Just keep it like that. Don't touch the wheel. All right, now start turning down. No. I mean, the front's gonna drop. Nice. All right. A little bit passenger. All right, so you're good. Drive up the hill, and we'll get everybody else up. No problem.
Well, here's part of the
Broken parts are still trash. Do not be this guy. If you break on the trail, it's part of the game. This is what we do. So fix your stuff, pick up your broken tools, pick up your broken parts, and take the time to pick up some other people's stuff. Let's leave this place better than it was and keeping the trails looking the way that they're supposed to. There's always more than one way to hit our line, and you're gonna see right here that Mike's gonna go ahead and just crawl it, take his time, find the right grooves, and make it look easy. I'm gonna take a little different approach. I'm gonna pull up to it. I'm just gonna give it a little pepper and just shoot right up it, but gives you a good perspective on giving it a bump or just crawling it. It's a cool obstacle to take a look at. All right, we've got little Charlie stepping up to the plate, and take note, look how short this wheelbase on this rig is. This thing was built for him, but it's gonna make it super hard on this obstacle not to have that wheelbase. But if you watch, he just keeps calm, works it, gets those tires to try to get sticky, and just works trying to get in the groove, and eventually pulls right on through. Now we're getting to the good stuff. This is the second to last obstacle and by far the most technical. As you can see, there's some massive boulders here, and you kind of ride between the cracks of the boulders, and then you enter this massive crack that just gets you buck wild. As you can see Forrest flopping around like a fish.
Holy. Yeah, baby.
Once you get through that crack, you're going to be taking a hard 90 following up that crack, trying not to fall in, because if you fall in, there's a pool of nasty green water that's totally going to diss you when you fall in. And then you're going to keep coming up the crack. You can exit left, but the man line, the hero line, is going straight up between the top two boulders that make it so risky. If you come off this, you're going to have a long way down.
It was all for the drama of the video. My goal is to not fall off this huge rock that I'm sitting on top of a lot of stuff that will break arms and legs. Can I do it? Says the most clumsy person in a box on your TV, computer, or cell phone. We'll see what happens. If you like people getting rowdy in buggies and doing stuff that we probably shouldn't be doing, you should like this video, subscribe to our channel, and check out some of our other videos. And also, if you are new here, thanks for coming. Happy to have you.
Being in a drag axle, this obstacle is super hard because you can't use your rear axle to wedge yourself in that crack to keep yourself super stable. But if you keep working at it, and obviously the tires are a little wet here because you dipped them in that nasty little pond at the bottom, he's gonna warm him up, and then once he gets up to the top here, this is where you got to use that drag axle trickery. He's going to stop here and put only front dig in, and that's going to rotate him, settle his rear, and then spin that front around instead of using his rear steer, which will stable him out, and then he'll be able to drive on out from here. We interrupt your regularly scheduled off-road programming to show you a little buggy trick. See how clean and shiny and nice that panel is? We're going to show you how to make it look terrible.
Mommy, should I turn it off?
Yep, that did the trick. She looks terrible. Now back to your regular scheduled off-road programming. Little Charlie was offered a tow rope just for safety, and he opted out. He said, I came all the way out here to Arizona. I'm going to hit the big stuff. And let me tell you, this stuff is big. This obstacle, just like everything on video, it doesn't give it justice, but this one scares me every time I go up it. Any false move and how slick this rock is, and I've seen so many people roll over and so many other videos of people just get totally sideways and screw their rigs up, and the recovery is terrible. But even after hearing all that, Charlie said, nope, I'm doing it on my own, and we're gonna see how it pans out. And let me tell you, this kid drives, he knows his rig, he listens well, and for it just being a short wheelbase drag axle tube buggy, he does phenomenal. And of course, he kills this obstacle. This last obstacle when wet, which there's a bunch of water at the bottom of it, is almost impossible because this rock is like a polished granite countertop. There's no stick to it, and if you can't get the speed and your tires are wet, you're just hoping and praying. In other unfortunate news, our camera batteries are dying. So me and Mike, we're gonna party hard for you.
What was that?
matter how much I tried to do a front burn and clear out that mud and water off those front tires, I just couldn't get enough traction because those rear tires were caked. Best way to support this channel is by giving the subscribe button a little skiddly do, diddle that notification bell, give this video the fat finger, and leave us a dirty little comment below. As always, thanks for watching.